Before the hum of machines, before the glow of neon lights, there was balance. The energy systems worked with nature, not against it. The earth breathed in rhythm with the sun, the wind, and the water. Energy flowed not from wires or burning coal, but from the planet itself, pure, abundant, and alive. The Earth's natural energy grid flourished and was fully active. All civilizations followed the rhythm of the planet, guided by the sky, powered by the pulse of nature. We thrived in harmony, drawing from what was given from the universe, fully connected to the Earth's grid. But then it changed after the cataclysms. Volcanoes, mudfloods, and the waters rose. The climatic changes covered the planet, destroying the ecosystems, creating mass migration for all civilizations. Nowhere was safe. The old world cities crumbled and fell into ruin, leaving society to collapse. All the churches, chapels, and cathedrals were repurposed. These sanctuaries of healing were raptured by corrupted religions. They sat in the shadows, ready to seize their moment, waiting for when humans were at their weakest for their chance to take full control of humanity. They took the old buildings from the old world and kept them as trophies of their winnings, relics to their own evil. The world fairs celebrated their achievements, allowing them to display their material power. They had won and brainwashed humanity into their slavery. All ancient technology and knowledge of free energy was hidden and suppressed. All civilizations were reset, fitting their new world order. Anyone who didn't comply to their new world was thrown in a mental asylum for reconditioning, reprogramming, with most never making it out. Old energy systems reformatted into wires and created so humans had to pay to live on the planet. They saw humans as their farm animals, pretending they cared, when actually they saw us as nothing more than animals that needed to be herded, controlled, and silenced, so they could serve their power, domination, and demonic control, with the dark entities convincing them they would be rewarded for their evil actions. They put us through the industrial age, convincing us this was development and this was progression, when really we were only building their world, tricked into believing this was for our benefit, when this was only shaping our consciousness to fit their own desires. The broken families and orphans repopulated the planet, creating anxiety, pain, and worry at a base level, starting their new world so we could be developed, shaped, and molded into how they wanted. Humanity had been left to ruin and evolve on its pain, to understand its own suffering. But this had happened in many cycles before, where we had reached a higher state of human consciousness, but we couldn't go any further. So it had to be reset. But this time, they were not able to stop it. There was no way they could control the rise in this consciousness, and it could only be reset through their technology. The reset happened again, but this time it was different. We had the technology, we had the knowledge, we had the power, but they had everyone wired in, and they just pulled the plug. But as so many relied on this technology, the networks fell, the machines went silent, and so many fell with it. The satellites burned like falling stars. All financial systems were gone. There was nothing anyone could do. This was the beast system, and it was made to be reset. So what is left after the world has been reset and the old systems have dissolved away? We are left with each other, with yourself, communities. Many chose to ignore the self and got stuck to believing the mainstream narratives, but they were only brought down in the collapse. No one could have imagined a world like this was ahead. We had only seen it in the sci-fi films, but it was real, and this is where we are now.